be fighting for a 2-0.
Global on attack? Yeah, okay. OG on defense, global on attack. Let's see again. Global's attack on Haven needed some work. So if it's like more of an attack thing or just a map thing.
About touch DC, brings him down to 80. Softens him up a bit, but that
kind of like this strat though. 4-1 split, the one over towards main. The axe big. Dude, the stun from the breach. The stun from the breach chat was incredible.
Stun from Helef was absolutely
yeah, no, it really was.
maniacal. It got
the caster's talking about the right thing.
And the rest was just hoax to get a 3k for clean.
Yeah, actually, the stun actually hit all three, right?
Like I said, I'm going to repeat this hopefully never again while GE is playing. If a team is constantly splitting through market, they're probably not going to win this map. It is what it is. It's a tough, it's like the tiniest choke point on the entire map, and the other team has 2 stuns.
Yeah. Crystal's the only one left. He's going to be stunned as well. There comes the flank. He's going to get at least one.
Oh, I mean, nice pistol from OG.
That's all they find this round, Global Esports.
That stun just changed everything, though.
Damage being dealt, but that round was really well read from OG. They were almost ready for it. They knew exactly what was going to happen the minute they saw G going to be entering.
Need to bait at the stun before running for here. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of positions where the breach can be to stun this. I don't know, they got a little bit unlucky. It's not the worst strat ever, right? It's drone over towards A main 4 here, so you think that the people are following the drones, so you're not expecting 4. But honestly, the stun just... There's one in the round.
Well, Venka keen on deleting any sort of A control from Global Esports, but this one-way smoke's going to hold him off as Global Esports keen to actually regain that. The stun goes through, and that's going to allow...
Dude, the frenzy is interesting. Fnatic used to do this.
He does have only a frenzy.
Then they stopped pretty... I mean, it lasted for like 3 weeks, maybe.
As Venka's going to hold on to this elbow angle, and he's ready for the fight.
Pre-round, he have the Bucky.
Frenzy with a neon, though, I kind of get it.
To buy in the next one, so good discipline actually from Patrick Hu there. Patrick IQ in the server.
60-70 high for a pro game. Yeah. But it's like so much. They're just trying to get Prac at the moment, basically.
Just yet, he's still on 100 HP. Not sure what exactly.
There was only like 2 big duels that were decided by ping on the other map, in my opinion.
There it goes. That's gonna send him in, but Venka stops him right at the track. The stun is perfect as well. Global Esports in a bit of a tight spot here. The shock dart's doing so much damage.
Dude, I mean, the shocks have chunked them. I like that no one's overstepping. They're still holding together. Whoa, my god, dude. Why is Breach looking like the best agent in the game?
No, he's not going to be able to pick it up. It's going to be hell.
Breach actually is looking like the best agent in the game. Breach is involved everywhere.
A little too close for OG there. Kelly did God's work with that 3K.
Dude, no one turned a Breach flash.
Good damage round. Good damage round for GE.
Okay, give me this. You know, there must be a percentage, like, you know, above which. How many players do you need to get in an eco to call it, you know, it's a good round? Botting if you don't win.
2, 3.
I usually feel like 3. I feel like 3 kills. But it kind of depends on the other team's buy, right? Because if they're doing a buy that doesn't have like 5 rifles, then sometimes they can just pick it up and it doesn't really matter.
Back. And back.
On defense, usually teams are buying all the way up, and so if you can kill 3, it's pretty good.
I like this from Udetando. Either heard or someone from middle called that the shock was coming in, so he picked up the trip. That hit? No, he picked up the trip. I think they called it middle that was flying through the air. Dude, Udetan's going to be great. I reckon like second half of the year, Udetan's going to be really good.
One more spot. Venka's been given a taste of his own medicine, although he does get 1 kill in that altercation. 4 versus 2. They've got 1 player to fight off on this B side, who is currently sitting in their spawn region. That's going to be Hoax. Only got the Sheriff to play with. He's going to be stunned. And that's the B side taken on by Global Esports.
Yeah, so far a pretty nice thing around. Don't give up any guns here, and I will be very happy as a coach.
Techno does have a Phantom.
Yeah, I mean,
he's known to
an extra death would be pretty devastating.
Great player in these kind of situations. Could call him.
Wait, is that a good or a bad thing, Saint?
These dire situations. He could get 1. Nope, not going to happen.
Yeah, nicely done.
Kelly is going to deny him any sort of frags. That's going to be the first round for Global Esports. pretty solid round. Just the one.
Like it? Okay, well there we go.
From that B main.
This PC's melting.
As,
Get some fans on this PC.
Coming in.
Yep, Kelly 2 off of ult. Crystal 1 off of ult. Pretty big timing coming up. Benko 1 off of his ult here. Could be a difference maker as well.
Alright, big buy rounds. We got all of them can't buy, one can't buy.
Is very, very much about ult management, in my opinion.
Well, early B control, it seems. DCE, he's the only one on that B side. He does have
no one
support
shoots
by
the
Hoax,
recon.
but,
Dude, what is this recon?
Hoax right now more concerned about that mid region. There is a tripwire.
If that actually
like OG just want to
scans everywhere, that's a
make
pretty
sure
nice
that the
recon.
mid region is in their control. They're not gonna let G slip in any cracks towards that higher mid region. Yudo crawling into space. That drone's gonna clear out anything, but Yudo's not yet been spotted, and that's probably gonna give him a bit of space to crawl into. Maybe find some space to work with. As GE have now taken the spike towards A. What exactly is the plan? OG now going on exploring, and Yudo
Chill. Honestly, this is teammate
and instantly GE
good as well, dude.
Have
OG lava late, no info mid push.
It's a nice little default there from GE.
And they had no info here, right? And I actually think they had no info A and B. It wasn't the worst.
And then they get punished with some nice shooting from Yudo, and then a good trade from Kelly as well.
Oh, you saw the ping there. Holy hell.
Yudo, once again, finding what matters the most.
Oh.
That's the trade.
Oh, I thought the shock was actually on. Honestly, people shocking this on retake might actually come meta. It must be so easy to hit here and to do it safely.
Just to kind of enter inside. The flash is good. Forces Hoax off his mark.
I wonder what the breach damage is like over towards here as well.
Goes for the smoke deployment at that second. Maybe he misfired it at that point. But it's going to be GE's second round. It's a solid one at that too. The 2 good rounds from
yeah, they got a lot of money on this one. 4 people surviving as well.
Pushing this momentum.
They just held the default over towards middle for quite a long time.
Like what I'm seeing from GE.
I wonder if they learned from Haven that they might do this, or if it's probably not, to be honest with.
On Haven isn't quite there right now. 2 rounds in a row where they kind of just like walk into contact.
When is the next plat chat? I got asked to do it either Tuesday or Wednesday, but I don't think a day's been decided. They also can't do Tuesday, so they might be doing it without me. I honestly have no idea. You'll have to ask like Sideshow or Bren or someone.
1 on Sunset. They split up right now. 2 on B, 3 on A. Yes. Only 1 hero vandal available on Hoax, as he is going to be situated on the A side, and that's what they're expecting. But Global Esports right now playing really passive on outside of B. They're just holding on for a push to come in from the B side. But one thing that I have noticed, Hoax, he's putting that shock dart towards that A main side to break the tripwire. He's actually missed it twice in a row.
They really want to punish over towards middle.
Probably a good adaptation for Yudo then. I assume he probably had it broken and moved it then.
Yeah, double market, kill trip.
That's one thing.
Kill trip if they push as well
in this round.
Yeah.
Good contact though.
Yeah, this is a nice contact out here.
Pretty deep into the site. That's gonna help open up a little bit more. DC playing around in the
and
smoke,
they take back site space as well. Good shot.
Shockdart's gonna give a little bit of chipping damage. Nothing
yeah,
more.
this is gonna be interesting.
As,
keep an eye on the luck all the way through A.
And he might go exploring here. Benka's pushed in with the ult, but Patrick gets
this is nice from GE though. We've got 1 on site to delay. Everyone else playing off site. They're probably going to smoke themselves off. We got luck as well.
But what they don't know is what's going to kill them, and it's Udo's position. The ult is perfect.
Yeah, and whoa.
Okay, Benka.
Dude, Benka's crisp.
Cosmetic stun. Come on now.
It's crazy. Hoax is the only one left. OG.
Okay, this was nice from GE though.
But honestly, forcing out a
like this is what we were seeing Shopify do, right? One on side to delay 4 people over towards main. Obviously, we had the luck, which was a really nice time to bring this out as well, and through A. And then as soon as you get the go-ahead that the Cypher's over towards here, if they hit the trip, then you can speed up a little bit.
Orangutan has none. So, like I said, ult management going to play a big role in this game. I'm happy to trade a Rolling Thunder for a Neon ult.
The Flash, yeah, the Breach Flash is owning people at the moment.
Trade.
I don't know if that's a ping thing or not. I honestly don't think so, but...
Good shot, but just about this is Hope.
We punch them to put it back. We do a similar strat to EG, just a different wall. Double... Oh, this is... Wait, this is nice.
Patrick missing a couple of shots. He's gonna have to...
The shots could have been better, but this was a nice strat. GE pretty drilled on this map, it looks like at the moment. They've at least got some cool stuff.
As he goes back once again, this time it connects, and it's gonna probably secure GE's round. Crystal on the lurk from mid. He's gonna secure his first.
How'd you get the Vi banner? Come on, chat must know. Isn't that the Arcane Watch buy?
It seems like now they're running away with the game a little bit in the form of speed. They're just really confident.
Yeah, we're making very good decisions so far.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the calling's good.
We're controlling the pace of the game. Like on Haven, Orangutan was the one that was really kind of dictating what was going on, right? They were taking all the space away from G while the default.
When you scrim against a team, how many maps you play? It depends. Like normally people have like one day, which would be like Sunset, and we just focus on Sunset the whole day, and you'll just play like 4 different teams on Sunset, and then you can just practice everything. But then sometimes you have like prac days where you play like a best of 3 and are trying to like replicate as close to an official as you can get. So it depends a little bit. Normally days are done like into maps, and it's like 1-1-1 of different teams, but on one map. And then VODs. VOD review of it.
Fights that come their way as Udo, look at his position. He's actually crawled in towards elbow. DC expecting this little creep up. Is he going to be ready for the fight though? Nope. He's just going to spot it.
They're like Neon Breach, so Cypher is messed with the majority of maps. Yeah, and then you can just switch the Breach alphas. You can say the same thing with KO. But yeah, I get you.
Yeah, the site's clear. Once you're part, that's going to be... Yep, elevated. You're saying?
I want everybody to remember that Udo has been playing Sentinel for like a month and a half. He's never played it before.
Gotta ping the floor, aiming for heads.
He's been pretty much a duelist
that was nice,
for
though.
his entire duration in China. And now
keep an eye on Omen here. Okay, Flash is good.
Breaks the trip,
dude, Udatan is...
cannot follow it up as quickly as he would have wanted it to. Crystal regains his vision right before Techno could actually take him out. And that's left Hella alone.
I feel like I've only seen... This would be like, what, my 5th map of watching Udatan?
Flying away with these rounds.
I think he's gonna be so good.
Yeah, we've got Helif with Breach Ult coming up. So that is one thing to keep an eye on as far as retakes go. Crystal saving the Hunter's Fury at the moment.
Do teams play out XVX situations? Some teams, not all of them.
1 or 2 tags at least, usually a kill. So you got to keep that in mind as well. Right now, the money is just insane for GE.
Like I know that
it's going to be a tough half for
like K-Corp, they used to play out like 2v2s, 3v2s all the time. Retakes, 2v4s. Like best setup for just like 2vx on the site, etc.
They need to kind of, restructure.
But not all teams do that. A lot of teams also just like talk through it instead of doing it.
Here, even with the lurks, or even if it is with that set play.
What makes Udatan special? He's just very good aim.
And spawn all together.
His mechanics are pretty good.
That, leaving Patrick alone in, towards the BCT side, he would have gotten taken out, in my opinion, if at all. OG were, a little bit more passive. But it was good to see that he was able to hold off his own there and did follow up with a kill as well. Now, OG, it seems to be that they are still going to continue with their defaults.
Neon? I mean, Neon gets enough in 2 weeks. So.
And Patrick, who is probably going to be funneled in towards elbow really quickly.
Dude.
Never mind. He's just going to
hold. We're back. My goodness. Techno's a lunatic. Whoa, for God's sake, man.
Another cosmetic stun display here as Patrick gets a diabolical kill, but it's traded off instantly. So that kind of throws things into a mix. Global Esports, they'll still have control here. They're just holding on now, hoping for OG to make another mistake. Push up another player up front, seeing where Wenka is going to be peeking out from, because he's been doing that for 2-3 rounds.
Stun sliding headshot. Yeah.
Let's see if
this is
Lily
so
Force is
stupid.
counting ultimates, because obviously Health didn't
Certain
have
things
it
that
coming
shouldn't
into the round, and sometimes
interact like
getting
that.
kill to trigger the ult access is something that teams won't
Shouldn't play in
really
a
pay
cubby
attention
when
to very
facing against a
closely,
neon.
so
That
hopefully
is, I mean,
somebody on G has called that
yeah.
out. And,
you can, like, as an omen. Like the
otherwise,
thing
they
was,
might be
this
running
is
a
this wasn't
Leslie or
too bad. Like, this isn't a good round, but kind of what you're saying, it does have a lot of truth behind it. Like, they're just trying to set the omen up here, but the omen was pretty sure it was a 1, and they were just doing their default with Cypher.
He's in the open to take a
Oh,
fight.
what
Will
the
not
hell?
win
My
that one.
My IGL...
Fenk has been spotted.
My IGL
Now they
breach
need to
is
fight him
opening up
here.
the site.
Slides across. He's not ready for it. They double swing him. And Yudo needs to be careful. He's going out too wide in the open. Loses his life. Crystal will trade it back though. Hoax had to wait for DC there for the
very
fight,
nice.
but not going to be happening. Once again, OG, there are little cracks that usually come up about.
They're looking around this map as well.
Which are, you know, turning out to be a
Do you feel like OG
It's
don't look
opening
great
up
on this
their
map?
little weaknesses
They
there.
might have owned them with that.
2v2s
Like,
when
this
they,
play
you
from
know, end up giving
the omen is
fights
so
that they
risky
really
on your big
don't
buy
have
round.
to.
Like,
Is
big buy round
kind
that
of
makes you
coming
go down
into
to an
play
eco,
here,
you hear a
and they need to
camera, and you
fix
still
that
just
as
swing for the
possible.
camera thinking it's just the default.
Yeah, I mean,
Even though there's been, like,
definitely
no pressure or nothing
GE
elsewhere.
is sort of winning like
Way
most
too
of the
much.
micro decision battle right now. A lot of their plays are tight, and like they're not over peaking like we were seeing on Haven.
Dragging IGL. I think
They're
it,
not
dude,
really giving
his
GE
like
a lot of opportunities to, like,
his like
make
fast
plays,
original calls from
and
what I've seen have
sometimes
been
that's the game,
really
right? It's
nice.
like whoever makes less mistakes.
Some of the mid rounding
now, GE
needs a lot of
not
work, but that's sort of fine in tier 2. Like from
Yeah.
tier 2 players, they
Once again, they try
have
to
to
do
learn it a
that
bit.
B main push. Maybe, you know, punish them on the back of that recon, find somebody off guard. But G were ready for it.
Where's Udatem from? Yeah,
Be
Korea.
taken out.
Caution here.
One of their players. A lot of bullets being spammed here, making sure they check every corner. But Venka is crawling in close. He's confident with that sheriff. Maybe he can get one.
You're gonna get someone to
But
shoot it from
GE
middle.
don't want nothing to do with the B
Yeah,
side. They're gonna
I
run
think he
away.
pinged it to
Trooper
be
has
like,
been
can
broken on
someone
mid, so
break
that's gonna
this?
throw them in a bit of a
And they
mix of
said
rotation
no,
as
then they
well.
create
Yudo's
pressure, then they
just gonna
split
keep
over
them
towards
busy
here.
as he explores A-Link. He's got a tail right behind him. He will get away with the timing here, and DC has to get 2 minimum to win this round for his team. Not going to be the case. Patrick's going to take him out. That should be the end of this for OG.
Dude, Patrick absolutely
I mean,
sends it.
Yudo is just playing a masterful game right now in Cypher. Like, he played well on Haven, and on this map he's been incredible in just finding these holds, calling the rotations back. Kelly's making a good read, and like I said, like OG is playing relatively well, but G is not making any mistakes.
It's just the pressure he
Oh,
creates.
for God's sake, man.
Okay,
What?
well, that was a great
Dude,
play.
you just get the most mental duels ever. It's gonna be so interesting to see how they actually nerf Neon. Like, what do they go for?
And, you know, just making sure
Like, what do you
that
actually go
OG
for?
Feel, okay, you know what? There's somebody on mid. We
Dude,
cannot
every
go there
every
with
option's
ability
pretty
or
valid.
somebody peeking out with me. We cannot take the fight one-on-one because he's been that good at making sure that the rotations are scared to go.
Yeah, I
all the
pretty
way
much
through
agree
to
with
the other
every
side.
single thing that's in chat right now. I'd be fine
Yeah,
with all
I
of
mean,
them.
that's
Maybe we
a
do
huge thing,
every.
right? Like,
Maybe we do all of them.
I was talking about how mid is kind of useless.
One slide, yeah, we talked about
It's
one
really
slide
good for
before.
bursts. It's really good for
It
creating
probably
pressure,
would
but
make
it's
things
not so
better.
good for the
Not saying it
attackers
would
to, like,
fix
actually
it,
try and
but
hit a site through most of the time.
it just means you have to, like,
You still have to control it.
it means you have to actually, like, think about what you're doing
Gotta wait. Smoke's gonna go
instead of
down.
just like sliding into angles and then being the best
Again!
then being the best agent to get out of stuff. Okay, we do a set strat and we didn't actually time it out, but honestly, they could have maybe timed these ults a little bit better.
By an aftershock. We did see it in the previous map as well. And Venka's already on the flank. He's got a tripwire between him and this flank.
Slide, gun,
Spot
pull out
comes through.
speed. It's like the
He's still
beginning of
holding
your
on to it. Actually
slides,
got
you
that
can get
kill
punished
as
more.
Crystal
Yeah,
actually
even that's
just
fine.
went away towards elbow. Now G keen on pushing onto a CT. Venka's coming the flank.
But I do
Crystal
think the
ready
one
for
slide
it,
means that
and he
you...
will secure this round.
Like, it'd be nice to have
That
some
one
thought
kill
behind
from
it instead of
Venka
just
might have
mindlessly
just made OG shut down.
sending.
Followed it up with a double. Little scrappy here and there, but it's still going to be G in the advantage. 2v1. Hoax. Do we expect? No,
Yeah,
he will
nice,
not.
though.
Just checks it for the names.
Yeah, it got a little bit crazy. There was like loads of 1v1s going. Dude, the Observer kind of did great to catch everything.
I hate making you
The GE playing more than this? Dude, they have 5 best of
Poppy
3s in the
Dilly,
next
a
5
wee
days,
bit of
yeah.
trolling there, but
Jeff
good
Hitch, thank you so
recovery.
much, Jeff.
Obviously, the timing from
Thank you for the
Venka
tier
not
1.
quite there because the trip. Crystal did a nice job.
You
Back
gifted,
in
you were
checking
gifting
on it.
and
Looks like we've got a little bit of a disconnect here.
Game changes, right? I remember you.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not like OG is like playing poorly. They're still, you know, they're trying to find these opportunities, but like the gaps are so small. Like the gaps
100% accuracy while jet dashing. Yeah, imagine. Just clearing corners like it.
Finding space.
I'm gonna watch all the GE games. I can't watch tomorrow,
but
but everything else I think I'm okay unless there's some
the
kind of
game
conflict
plan
of other
from
tournaments.
GE has really tightened up, and
The liquid facility, yeah.
In the open with utility in hand. They're not getting sort of like backstabbed right at the last moment. Looks like a PC might have crashed actually, or Crystal kicked the cord. Come on, Crystal.
I mean, he is.
What are you doing?
He's a big guy, isn't he? I heard he's.
I mean, it's those Muay Thai instincts coming out. He got a little mad.
Off-season plans for Liquid. They're in a tournament.
Sometimes that happens. It's
like a 4-person tournament. Right? I'm not sure it's properly got announced. I think it got announced on Twitter.
I actually wanted to ask.
They were invited.
Other,
but I don't think it's like on VLR yet, or all the other teams are announced yet.
That are, off the grid, kind of for the other players.
I don't know them that well at that level yet, just because we've mostly interacted on Discord, about the game. Haven't had enough time to like hang out with anybody really. So yeah, that'll be. I think that'll be something for the vlogs. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Tomorrow,
figuring out who the players are. Who are these guys that are representing GE?
Yep. You get a lot of insider information, get to know your players better, hopefully across the season. But for now, they are in complete control, and they know exactly what OG are up to. One by one, the small little
name of the cards, Jinx
that,
maybe.
OG are
Seafloor actually joining Apex.
The proactiveness that they're showing.
I think Floor will be in Tier 1
right?
next year. Yeah.
When they pushed up B,
I don't know if it'll
next
be
round
Apex.
instantly just shut it down. Even on A, when they were trying to take control, the very next round they sent in a little bit of passiveness and then took control on contact. Found perfect timing to take out the player there. So
CNET, yeah, that's the thing.
Capitalizing on information.
I guess CNET's been like
have sometimes been repeating things on multiple rounds, and that's not been going the right way for them.
EG, yeah, I mean. Yeah, I think there's teams that are still like unsure about Duelist,
is correct.
Which means
OG is still trying to be proactive.
If she wants, she'll at least get trials, right?
Doing a very good job responding like actively to that proactivity.
Team looks the best in EMEA right now.
Really
I mean,
hard because
Heretics is definitely the answer, but we haven't seen most of the teams.
Where it's very hard not to play aggressive because the map is pretty tight. It's pretty small, like so you have to be proactively doing things all the time. And if you don't have the correct reactions about like when you should be aggressive and when you should play passive and how to like win that information game, you can really come out looking kind of like outmatched, which is sort of what we're seeing right now, where GE just like.
I think NRG could be top 4 in Americas, really dude. The NRG can. I said this before they played the Sentinel Invitational. That roster's good enough to win a Masters or a Champs.
Once
That has to go right.
OG pushing in from mid here. The counter stun is perfect to hold Wenka off. Aftershock as well. Drone gonna be making sure that it spots him first. And now they're just gonna have to fight this together as a 5. Venka's not connecting anything, but
that's like how you don't want to use the Neon ult. Like you gotta commit, carry on moving. When you're doing like jiggle peaks and you're just at one angle, that is like the complete opposite of how you want to use that.
And within seconds, they've gone down to a 5.
That's like forcing a bad fight. Yeah, it really was forcing a bad fight. I was like not understanding what you want to be achieving on.
That stun was really good, but GE, the counter,
like the strat makes sense.
Really well timed and well thought out.
Yeah, this has been actually kind of a masterclass.
Neon is all about the speed. Yeah, the big thing about Neon is just how hard he is to hit. That and melting.
But this map, I mean, he's been a wizard so far. Like every single time that OG's trying to get aggressive.
Last round in the half.
A much more passive round.
Yeah. The vision's there, the ideas are there, the execution's just falling a little short of its distance that it needs to be on. It is 9-2, and we're heading into probably 10-2 territory. By the way,
this is still a very good sign for GE, though.
GE have got to great ults as well. One of them is gonna probably, you know, throw things into overdrive.
How's the pass and game changer experience? It was awesome. It actually was awesome. It was a really cool event. Vibes are great. Everyone's just like really happy. Players are all super nice. Everyone's just talking to everyone.
Towards
cool.
Tiles, they're gonna break that door. Things alive, but
Riot like sorted everything for me. I barely had to like think.
They've not spotted him just yet. He's holding a bit of an off angle. Now he gets one, but he's alone. I'm not sure why Hoax didn't choose to peek with him there.
I know exactly where.
The trade potential was almost
yeah,
zero.
OG
kind of in the back
OG are also not like it's a little bit inflated in terms of how G are looking, just because OG aren't great on this map.
Ample amount of information.
Like the amount of individual deaths are crazy. But
yeah, we'll take a little neon diff in this round if I'm a GE fan, which I happen to be. So again, I mean the rotation is nicely called by Kelly here. They're gonna go hit the site that has one player who has no ability to stop them. Just need to cleanly execute this for a very, very
yeah, maybe a wartime recon could own it.
Indeed. Smokes out. They're gonna not expect.
Yeah, that is not the recon that I wanted to see.
Be up this close. OG coming on the flank now, and that's been spotted by
Oh boy.
He's seen everything. G have information about everything right now. As Patrick's been sent on a mission.
Yeah, this is not a good Sunset defense.
Just kind of exhaust his ultimate. Does get a chunk of damage, a headshot with that, but not gonna give out any more. You know.
Also sounds like he wants to sleep. I mean, honestly, if you said that for me, that's very valid.
As this retake from OG could mean everything.
I think the cust's doing pretty good.
For the next half, they're gonna get two here. It's gonna be everything. Poppy gets the trade. Yes, he will. Time is of the essence for OG. It's gonna be Poppy to clutch it out.
Oh,
does he get the one? He gets the first. The second, gonna connect.
Oh,
and the third's gonna be
I still liked how calm it was.
Yeah, I think. Oh no. I think he does.
Yeah, I still liked how calm it was. It was a nice try on it.
Almost a Poppy.
It's 3. I mean, maybe we get a pistol and we get a bit of a game here.
Solid half for GE. Yeah, I mean, you hate to say it as a caster.
Dual streaming, yeah, Twitch and YouTube at the moment.
Huge pistol coming up for Orangutan.
He didn't know they're one shot. Yeah, I'm wondering if I don't know. I haven't seen him play enough. I don't know if that's like just how his aiming style is, or if almost in like proper come in. Might have been like chip damage across the board.
Global Esports has been on both ends of the 9-3 curse. But yeah, we'll find out if that's going to be holding true here. For that, OG really need to win this pistol. And it seems like they're keen on exploiting that towards that A site. For the moment, they've got 3 players and the spike right there. They've left a Sova outside of B. I think he's just going to maybe give him a bit of information.
Pre-firing of the camera. Well, we're starting to use this new camera. I like this camera a lot.
As GE,
honestly, I only saw this like this month,
mid.
maybe. One that like sees over.
If the mid
like all the middle.
Controlling this area should be able to suss out that it's going to be an A hit here pretty soon.
That's good though. That's good info. They can just speed up over towards A as they see this walk through middle. They're probably going to think there's trips here as well, so they just got to be careful on it.
Indeed, it is. They've actually retreated towards the B side. They're going for a lot more of a safer route here.
Yeah, let's look how the GE retake is.
There's still a retake
I would
camera
kind of like a push through middle, but
from Yudaton to give them
it didn't have to
there
happen.
it is. I think he spotted out the two.
Sonya, how you doing?
There's a trade 1-for-1, but it's still Global Esports who've got the advantage. Another stun.
Yeah, Omen Flash is good, but no one's shooting this recon.
Still alive somehow. The Ford coming in, gets the 1 kill, big from him. Global Esports
Oh my.
the flood in. It's gonna be Patrick taking the first contact, but Yudo.
There's so many low HPs. One shot.
Just needs one triple tap.
One more one shot.
Get the one. Hoax is low as well. He gets the second and third.
Okay, well, it's gonna be a convincing one.
One by one, the damage.
Yeah, honestly, it was more OG making this look a little bit strong. They also didn't break this trip and they had camera. It was a nice setup to retake though with camera. Recon needed to get shots still. But
yeah, just really nice control.
GG's. Oh yeah, this one is. This one's over.
Situations where if you get a little bit too ahead of yourself and you give away 1 kill, you absolutely lose the pistol on the retake.
Yep.
Because like that initial trade of utility was really good from OG. They totally stopped the retake initially, but GE played that super patiently.
Hello, Sheriff.
Kind of get pressured by the spike timer, and was able to just kind of like pick apart the weaker players on OG.
Yes, this should do.
Good stuff overall, and now they're going for a bit of a exploratory mission towards the main. Recon's been broken. I thought Yudo's actually going to peek on the back of that, even if it was broken.
How to get good aim like
Playing
you,
an up and down
and Kostyev's instant
system.
spamming
Take the
paid
first call.
chatter?
Main
That's
target, spotted
outrageous.
one, spotted two.
Kostyev, that's
Stuns there.
probably a timeout.
Stuck by the trip, and that's going to be Crystal securing that kill. Little too ambitious there, Venka.
That warrants a
Punished for
timeout,
it.
surely.
And now the backstab is open.
Love that, Theo, thank you.
Doesn't seem like it's necessary. Crystal's going to find multiple people there.
Gecko synergized with Neon, not as well as the others.
Ready for any fights. Pokes, only one left.
Yeah.
He's going to go down as well. And
Just
the
if
two
you
players
if you time
starting
stuff
to hold
right.
off on B will finish off this round at the end as well. 11-3, and it seems like we might be heading into the end of this game here, Elevators.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good map from Crystal. It's been a good map from pretty much everybody on GE. Pretty big kill spread across the entire board. Definitely doing a much better job of shutting down Venka this map than they did on.
Yeah, I mean,
where he kind of ran
GE, this is the map they pick. Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh, you'd hear it, Ali. Yeah, GE on their map pick look good though.
This is their first buy, and they need
Can't really
to
argue.
win this
It's only been one
championship.
half out of 3 that they haven't looked good.
Aggressive
That's
and quick motions
nice.
from GE towards A main and mid as well. They set up their players, but Techno is going to make sure that his team stays on top in terms of numbers. Takes 2 for the one that GE found, and not backing out just yet. Crystal picks up the Bando. Gonna spam through that smoke,
they
making
hit
sure no
2.
explodes in, gets a free kill, not gonna be happening. But OG re-clearing this angle. They're gonna go in as a 4, and they're gonna find another.
Crystal got a little greedy there, but the timing from OG very nice, refilling that space.
The
right
Hector,
as,
but they heard
leaving
another
it.
on site, so they should expect this.
We'll see if we can hit the 3 or 4 gun
Yeah, or I drone and everything.
taken away.
Last player standing.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
Probably not.
yeah, I thought it was on him.
Well, OG do secure their buy round at the bare minimum, and it was a really required one as well. If they hadn't gotten that, it would have been GG's game over.
Went around when they actually play and swing
I
together.
thought, G had a
Do
good
about-
idea there.
do about
The flash
OG.
was
Yeah,
great,
OG played
setting
so
up
individual.
Patrick on tiles as well. But once again, it's again Helef with that stun, right? He stops off the most important incision point, that's Patrick. And he's the first one they find as to make sure, no matter who we find as
It's
trade,
hard to get
it's
that
gonna
stuff.
be the Neon who
That was
have to
why
go
G2
first.
lost
Because if he's taken
in
out,
game
the
changes
rest of
as
the team
well.
kinda slows down.
They just played so individual.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Breach is good on this map for a reason because
Wait, do that? I mean, that's stun on stuns.
Oh, look at that setup. That's
Oh,
perfect.
the neon
Crystal getting
jumped back
absolutely
in as well.
a free murder, and he gets away with it as well. The number of stuns.
Might have been dodging like a breach damage or something, and then jumped back into the ult, I guess.
And Yudo knows that there's one towards mid as well. I'm pretty sure. As soon as this script's gonna be broken, yep, there it is. Venka's gonna flash out, slide out. And they're heading in towards A. No, they're just kind of holding on for the moment. Kelly calls out for his team. He's saying that they could be anywhere
What happened in map
spawn.
1?
You guys need to check your extremities, but the
I mean, OG were just way
motion
better
that's actually called off from OG is the fact that G pushed up A main.
on that map
And
in
Yudo's
comparison
holding
to
the
this.
most amazing position.
Love this.
Yudo.
Also notice how he didn't turn. Right, person walks by, but he didn't turn his gun,
Great
right?
stuff there.
Because obviously when you turn your gun, you get seen earlier, so he's just waiting to see if there's other numbers. They didn't want to look to the left in case the second person in sees the barrel of the gun, so he played great there. Done everything right. I mean, it's 8 chances. They're looking solid.
A little too confident.
Been my most
that
impressed
Soul's
with
not
so
gonna
far.
be
Kellis's calling's been really
for my
good,
taste.
and
I
then
swear.
still the 2 that I knew
Green at
about,
the very
I would
least.
say.
To be fair, my eyebrows just went straight up.
Udatan-
Okay, then we're doing this.
Udatan gets a big
And then,
tick.
all right,
Yeah.
kind of-
Then Crystal we know about already. And then these 2 I still need to see more.
But yeah, one more chance for OG to try and make a comeback here. Oh, that's a good start. Venka gets the first kill.
Oh, nice shots.
Okay, Crystal. The double there was massive from him.
Oh my
and
goodness, what is that
Patrick,
movement? How was
a
that? Dude,
little
actually
too
hit that.
out of the open, I feel, gave himself up there. It's a 2v2. It is
spike
the
down.
Cypher and Breach duo. And Yudo's got the perfect position to find one. There goes the new ult. Just needs to get away.
Discipline
Doesn't
as
need to
well.
fight that anymore. They've got the spike in their hands as well. It's on a
Dude,
main.
teach this guy
All they
how to
need
luck
is
in
for
certain
DC to make
situations.
his
He's
moves,
going to be a
make his
god.
mistakes. Where does he plan to go? He's got a minute to play with. He could make the play all the way from mid and kind of flank him, and that's already been marked as well. They're ready for everything. They've kind of just submitted themselves towards A main, both the G players, and DC is heading in the same direction that had just been marked, I believe, from Kelly.
Yeah, Yudo's got the read on this. I mean, he's kind of shown this map why we picked him up. Like he was just too good in the trials not to have on our team, even though it meant
Yeah, I
switching
can
over
see
to
that.
another
30
role
seconds left.
to make room for Patrick Hu on Duelist. I mean, he's
Yeah.
just such an intelligent player as
Yeah,
I see him.
that's so
get
good.
here,
He's
I mean, he really is just making
talking
a lot
about
of
being
Oh,
money.
such an
never
intelligent
mind.
player just as this happens.
Never
It is just nice that he kind of
mind.
realizes this wasn't
DC
happening,
gave
might have
too
found the
much time.
timing here.
DC gave
Okay,
too much time to just kind of
GE,
think of, you know what,
we
maybe
had
if I
4
just get something, I'm
halves,
just gonna have a quick
and only one half was
peek-see,
like not
and
good.
that's gonna be it.
And honestly,
The
for a
end
new
of the
team, you
series,
take that.
2-0 for Global Esports as they finished 13-4 on